if you go on with your life doing what you're doing without any recognition, it will impact you. It will impact you. Everyone needs recognition to a certain point. Trust me.
Welcome. I'm your host, and you're listening to Elevate with Noe, your new favorite and go-to podcast. It's about time you tuned in. Come on this journey with me, and let's get it.
Hi, ladies. Welcome back to another episode and the last one. Yes, because some of you probably know that I did mention either on social media or on previous episode that this season had to end. Yes, that today's episode was going to be the last one. Is that the end of the show? No, I'm not ending the podcast, but I'm ending season 1 for multiple reasons. One of them being me needing to be more prepared for season 2. And I really need to take that time off to prep myself better for it and to also be able to do more stuff with the podcast and to make sure that it's set for success. So I will talk to you a little bit later on that eventually on social media, because I don't have a launch date for season 2. It's way too soon. It's way too soon. Let's actually get into the episode right away. So today's episode is going to be about giving someone's flower. To give flowers to someone. What does that mean? Literally, what it means, it's not that you go towards a person and give them flowers. Giving someone their flowers means more giving them the recognition that they deserve. And it can be in any type of form, right? For celebrities, it could be getting an award. It could be getting a Grammy. It could be getting their hit going platinum. For a 9-to-5 employee, it could be getting promoted. It could be getting a raise. It could be a verbal recognition in front of the team. For a business owner, it could be getting their brand or their company name featured on Forbes or on a magazine or on TV. You get what I mean? Recognition has so many forms, but I will say that any human being requires recognition at a certain moment. At a certain time in your life, you're gonna feel the need that you need recognition. And it's not necessarily to seek validation from other people, but it's more a need and part of a component of being fulfilled. Imagine doing so much work, working on a passion project, working on yourself, doing so many things, and it seems like you're invisible to the world. It can be very frustrating, especially if you are putting a lot of work to make it work, to be successful, to achieve your goals and all of that stuff. Even that, you're going to require recognition to a certain extent. And even the shyest people on this planet going to feel the need of recognition. Lack of recognition can impact you in a way, for sure. And of course, it's not something that can be forced. It's something that comes naturally. But even someone who's very shy, there's a way that you can shed some light into that person without making them the center of the attention. Because a lot of people who are very shy really don't like crazy attention on them like that. But there's a way for you to give them their flowers. It can be just you talking to them when nobody's around and letting them know that what they're doing is great. And this is what giving someone's flower means. It's you highlighting something that person did and letting them know they're doing good, they're doing great. You're shedding some light into an achievement, a win, something that they did well. And do you know how much it impacts someone's self-esteem when you do that? You make them feel good, or you make them feel even better about themselves. And this is priceless. And again, giving someone their flowers is not taking anything away from you. It's not taking away your own shine. It's not taking away your capability of succeeding in life. It's not. It's very selfless. And by you giving that recognition, it's something so simple, but can have a huge impact on the other person. And it always makes me think of the Maslow pyramid, because if you guys have been around in previous episodes, you probably did notice that I mentioned it maybe 2 or 3 times. And now it's probably going to be the 3rd or 4th time that I mentioned the Maslow pyramid. But the Maslow pyramid is literally all the needs in a chronological order of a human being in order for the person to feel fulfilled, to be fulfilled, to be self-actualized. It's so important. And of course, there's levels to it. The first one is the physiological needs like food, shelters, and things like that. After that, there's safety and security, where it's more like your social capability, employment, what you're doing for a living, etc. And then it goes up a notch to love and belonging, which is social circle. It can be friendship. It can be your golf class that you're taking. There's a community of people who are learning golf just like you, and you feel like to belong to this community because you love golfing. That will be in that category. And then when we go up again, up a level, then we are at the self-esteem category. And this is where everything plays a role. That's where you're going to see confidence. This is where you're going to see recognition. But the recognition is like, yes, it can be you recognizing that I did very good today, but it does something to you when it's a stranger, when it's someone who is not you telling you these things, who are highlighting wins, highlighting things that you did well. And to a certain point in your life, it's going to impact. If you go about your day, you're doing your business, you're working a 9 to 5, you're an artist, you're singing, you're dancing, whatever you're doing with your life, if you go on with your life doing what you're doing without any recognition, it will impact you. It will impact you. Everyone needs recognition to a certain point, trust me. And then after that, the last category, which is the top, and that's where you're considered a self-actualized person, is the self-actualization category. That's where you feel like there's meaning to what you do. It's when you feel like you are serving your purpose. There's meaning to what you're doing. There's a meaning to your presence. There's a meaning to the reason that you have been put on this earth. So when we come back to giving someone their flowers, imagine if someone was doing that for you. Wouldn't that feel amazing? So why would you hold back and not doing it for someone else? I always like to go with this statement of do the things that you would like people to do to you. You would like for people to pay attention to your content. Do you do that? Do you pay attention to other people's content? You would like for people to recognize when you're doing something well at work. Well, do you do this with your colleagues? Do you do this with your manager? This is so important. You want to attract these things, but are you doing it as well? Because what you're giving, you will be receiving it. All right? So this is so important, and I think this is a concept that even when I finished a hill dance program, and at some point the dance coach opened the mic for any ladies who were attending the program to give flowers to another dancer. And there's someone who decided to give me my flowers, and I was a beginner at this program, but it feels so good to see that, hey, someone else is seeing me improving. Someone else is seeing me doing very well. And it hits different when it's someone else other than you telling you, hey, you're amazing. Hey, you're doing well. And don't get me wrong, don't let recognition be your all and be all, of course, because if you're only depending on other people to recognize that you're doing good, you're always going to feel empty. You're always going to feel like you're not good enough. No, you still have to do that in the work. You still have to be your own cheerleader, because when you're working on your passion projects, people are not going to notice you right away. At the beginning, you're going to feel like a ghost. You're going to feel like you're invisible. Oh my God, nobody's seeing me this. Nobody's liking my stuff. Nobody's sharing it. Nobody is buying my products online. This is normal at the beginning, right? So you have to cheer yourself on. You have to. But all of that you're pouring to yourself, don't hesitate to also recognize when someone else is doing good. It's not taking anything away from you. It's not taking away your shine. It's not taking away your success at all. If anything, it's going to 10x that for you when your time to shine is going to come. Everyone is working on themselves on their own lane at their own pace. That recognition that is given to someone else, your turn is going to come. Your turn is going to come as well. So don't hold back giving someone else flowers. You have no idea how much impact, how much of a positive impact it can do on that person. And trust me, everyone needs it. Everyone. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter how inexperienced you are or how advanced you are in your life. Everyone needs it. It can be in your career. It can be within your entrepreneurial journey. It can be on a passion project. It can be within your friendship, your relationship. Recognition. Highlight the goods. This is what it means to give someone their flowers. Of course, you have your own way of showing it, right? For someone who's shy, if you want to give someone their flowers and this is a very shy person, maybe taking them apart and telling them, hey, I really like what you did, or I really like this presentation that you did yesterday. You can let them know that in their own way. For someone else, it might be giving them a gift or just saying out loud in front of everyone how well that person did, or giving them an award, giving them a certificate. The possibility of ways that you can show recognition to someone else are endless. Just pay attention to the person and you will see what they feel comfortable with. But don't hold back. Don't hold back. It's very much needed. It's part of a component, an element that every human being needs at a certain point in their life to a certain extent. So my question to you is, who is the person that you're going to be giving their flowers? Either today or this week. I would like you to think of someone within your entourage or someone in your surrounding or someone that you look up to that you think that they're doing so well or what they do are doing so well in XYZ. And I challenge you to let them know. Give them their flowers. And me, I want to give your flowers. I want to give flowers to you for tuning in, for downloading these episodes, for supporting me from afar. I'm giving you your flowers, but I would like you to do that to someone else. It doesn't have to be 10,000 people. It can be just one. But either today or this week, I want you to think of someone that deserves their flowers, someone that you should be giving them flowers. And you could be actually giving actual flowers to the person if that's what they like, right? Of course, you get my point. But it's all about highlighting the goods, highlighting the wins, highlighting the improvements. This is going to help the person to move forward. It's like a word of encouragement. It's like a way of telling the person, hey, you're doing great. Keep on growing. I like that. And it has such a positive impact, and it definitely boosts that person's self-esteem. All right. So I'm going to leave you on this. Let me know what you think of this very short episode, but I really think that giving someone their flowers is so key and important. So please don't hold back. And of course, on this period of break, I want you guys to feel free to write to me, leave me a review, to like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or to follow the podcast on either Apple or Spotify. And please let me know what type of subject you would like me to bring for season 2. I'm very open-minded, even though on season 1, I touched on different type of topics, but I haven't touched on every topic yet. So feel free to DM me either on Instagram or to write me on YouTube. You can leave a comment. I'll be glad to read you. And if you're someone who's interested in starting your podcast, please check out my link tree. I have something out there for you. If you're looking for a hosting platform or where to get started, check down my link tree below. If you're looking also for a copyright-free songs, everything is down below. It's not the end of the podcast. I'm just getting started. But your girl needs a little break so I can come back stronger for each and one of you. And welcome new listeners for season 2. I'm crossing my fingers. So that's it. And remember, you got this. Bye.
Like anything in life, everything comes to an end. Yeah, girl. This concludes today's episode. Again, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you got this. See you on the next one. Bye.